My friends, I'm back here at Everstoke at the shred quarters, and you can see the shred quarters is actually looking a little bit nicer. We had the shade over there before. Now we've got it over here. This is the good hangout area. You can park a car back there. Things are getting dialed in. All this clearing of the land paid off so nicely. You could park a couple vans in here. You could put a tent here, a tent there. So many little fun projects to show you today, and hopefully we'll get some work done. But first, the grumper is calling, and I must go. Oh yeah, I gotta show you. Aaron and I got here yesterday, and he got here a little earlier than me and discovered a few things amiss. So Aaron found some evidence of animal intrusion today. The first thing he saw when he came up was this pea gravel all strewn about, because we did have it here to kind of help weight down our tarpaulin here, our canopy. And then he started looking around and there was more collateral damage.
Then I noticed the bucket over here knocked down and the tarp and everything. And then I was like, oh man, I think there was an animal in here.
Yeah.
And then that's when I went to the grumper.
Yeah.
And the bucket was gone. It was like gone, like completely gone. And the cornmeal scooper was totally totaled right there. So I went looking for the bucket, and it was probably about 30 yards down the hill right from the grumper. And then I noticed the teeth marks. Yeah, and then that's when I noticed. Then I was like, well, I'll just do some work here. And look at that.
He chewed on the
Yeah,
freaking tire.
it's like he just wanted to come in here and
just prank us. And then over here,
I'm glad he didn't get the
not on this. Don't take any bites out of our motorcycle tires.
Yeah, at least he didn't destroy the grumper. That would have been depressing because I like this thing.
My dad was betting that this whole thing would be torn apart by bears immediately and that they would get into the poop, and not so. I don't think they like the poop so much, but they are definitely exploring everything else, whatever it may be. We don't have any video as of evidence, so we don't know. When I first saw that, I thought it was bullet holes. I thought somebody had been out shooting, which is a much bigger problem than just a bear snooping around. There's so many holes in this thing on further inspection. So this is an area that Aaron flagged out for future downhill. We're hiking up because we've got the game camera up here a little higher in a spot that might be a high trafficked area, and we just might have a little bit of payback from the bear from encroaching on its property. Come down and chew on our stuff. Oh, there's a little skunk. Oh, that's a first skunk sighting.
Maybe that's a skunk poop.
Big for a skunk, but possibly. Oh, skunk again. We are in Skunk Hollow, obviously.
Maybe the bear doesn't want to come through here anymore because of that little turd.
Oh, that's funny as heck. Every time there's a different animal, it's really neat.
Still need a mountain lion or a bobcat.
Yeah, definitely. The ultimate, or the wolf.
A wolf.
Because that wolf pack is nearby, so that fire is definitely gonna move them around. Skunk with the tail up. There's the big bear. There they are. And during the day, looking over. Yep, still walking around. This is the one with the hitching its giddy up a little bit. Did you notice that? Like when it was walking, at least the big one that I'd seen on camera before almost looked like it had kind of a limp. A lot less false alarms. I mean, a couple,
yeah,
but
like
this has been out here for a couple weeks now, so. Oh, bug flying. Moth. 48% on battery, not bad. We can leave it be for a little while longer. I'll download the clips later on the to-do list. I was just telling Aaron about how much land there is, and that bear that we've got on camera is a fat son of a gun. So this land must provide to be able to stay that heavy through the lean days. The Beckworth Complex fire is right over the hill here, and fire season's starting. It's always gonna be something we're gonna have to deal with and live with and figure out how to work with. Okay, let's pull the card on this bad boy. Okay, let's check out some of the footage. Okay, that's me. That's not a big deal. Box action. And then let's see, the next day, 10:56 p.m. Oh, he's got something in his mouth.
Did it?
I think so.
Is this the same little guy? Oh, it does look like he's got something.
Yeah. Oh, daybreak, 5:19. A gal. Ooh, this is yeah.
That's big.
6 points, maybe?
Pretty good size, yeah.
Yeah, nighttime.
That's cool, man. He's
giving a chew down.
Yeah, chewing down right in front of our camera.
77 degrees at 10 o'clock at night.
Jeez.
That's kind of the cool thing, seeing the temperature. A nice little morning commute, once again, 5:30 a.m.
Dude, that is pretty good sized buck.
It is. It's only gonna get bigger. Them antlers. Oh yeah, do a count here. Oh yeah, wait a second, because that's like, do these little ones count? Maybe
I
only
think
the
so.
points.
I forget.
Yeah.
I'm not a hunter.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, get away from our camera. Bat.
Bat.
Clip 18. That's cool. That was a perfect bat shot. We need a bat box. That's on the to-do list. We gotta get these guys out here eating. That was a different clip. Same flight pattern, 3 hours later, or 4 days later.
What a crazy.
That's neat. I love it. They're just swooping through, getting things done. Oh, coming back, coming back.
Oh! Incoming.
Buzz the tower on clip 19. It's so worth it. These game cameras are just amazing.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Here's what the deer was chewing on. Apparently a fine delicacy in these parts. It's an outhouse, but I want to keep it kind of nice. And yes, we still need to build this up and close it in, get a door and all that stuff. I kind of like the open air feeling, but it actually did rain a couple raindrops here, so it's like ruins the toilet paper and all that. So we do have to get it enclosed eventually. You probably won't believe me, but there's not much of a smell. If you cover it up with these various wood chips and stuff, it's actually doing okay. And I just checked, it's not filling up too much, so we're good so far. So I like using the wipes out here because you already feel dirty enough. The toilet paper can go into the hole, which is nice. This cannot go into the hole. I keep it out separately. I put it in a Ziploc bag. It's kind of gross, but if you've ever done backpacking or bike packing, you know the drill. You got to keep everything out and throw it away on your own time. The funny thing about going out here is you sit down, you go, you leave. You're not on your phone hanging out for 20 minutes. Get the job done. And we've got our little hand washing station here, nice and easy. It's a short walk, but I actually might put a hand sanitizer in the grumper itself, because for that immediate relief. And yes, we have this kind of funky situation still going on. It works, it's stable, but I really think over at the well, we could build something a lot nicer, because we can empty these tanks, move them around, build a nice platform so they can be elevated, but then the platform has to be able to hold hundreds of pounds. And then we can always use the well pump to pump water into them. But we still want to be able to use the Rokon to get water down to the trail 10 gallons at a time, 20 gallons at a time. Okay, yeah, maybe it would be 35 gallons at a time. Whatever Aaron needs for his trail building wizardry. We also got the thermocell going last night. This thing works so good. It just puts out a little bit of vapor. It's USB charged, and somehow the bugs stay away. I did spill it a couple times previously, and I think there's liquid that will come out if you spill it. The original one you buy only comes with a 12-hour charge, so I bought 40-hour refill packs. I also bought 2 more of these. Then you got to keep them charged. So this thing was almost dead, but we've got a little solar panel USB charger thing to help charge up miscellaneous items. We both got one of these on Amazon, and it's pretty neat. Let's see, is this light on? If the light is on, it means it's charging. Yep, that's cool. So many little things revolving around batteries out here. Aaron's got a gas generator. I've got the van, which is my own little generator on wheels, which is really nice. We've got to keep thinking about what we're gonna do, get some kind of solar system for kind of all the in-between stuff. There's so much that we could do to charge up power tools and charge up all our various devices, my laptop, all that stuff. So when the van isn't here, people can still do stuff. Since I've been out here, Aaron, the dirt wizard, has been hard at work with Joe, Colorado Kid. Unprofessional Kyle has been out here helping as well. And the climbing trail, it's kind of the perimeter trail, east side perimeter. It has doubled in size and even then some. And Aaron's getting a start on the second downhill trail here.
And we don't have a name for this one yet, but we do have some rough cut. And this is actually pretty cool. We're thinking of dropping in right here. Maybe even putting like a little wood drop
Yeah.
This be a little more advanced line.
Oh, wow. You guys made some progress here, too.
Yeah, this is all
Heavy
coming
bench.
along. So we got a nice little maybe pop up right here.
Yeah.
Still got to, obviously, it's all rough cut. All got to open up a little bit more, pack in.
Looking really good. This is coming together a lot faster than I thought it would, which is awesome. The first downhill trail is called Let Her Rip because there's a spot where you can let off your brakes and go. This is, it's all coming together. Go to Aaron's channel, MT Being Adventures, follow along the behind the scenes of laying all the foundation here, because eventually we'll build some more goofy things out here, and fun is the primary objective. Go to his channel, check it out. So many good things happening. Once again, I forgot food when I came up here. The worst, so stupid. Aaron has a whole cache of cup of noodles, so I was able to use those with my jet boil, get it boiled up really good. 2 of those for breakfast, get you through. So far, the only intruders to speak of have been the animals, but we're always vigilant, paranoid, borderline scared of people coming up and rifling through stuff, breaking stuff. So we're doing our best to just bring everything of value home every single time. And if there's stuff we can't bring home, you can always throw on a couple air tags, these little tiny, almost battery-sized tracking devices. I've got them in all my backpacks now, my camera bag, my luggage bags, my bike bag, just for that little peace of mind if something walks off. Heck, I'll put it in my van. I'll buy 100 of these things. Looks like the panels are full, which is good because I need to charge up my phone. So good, because now I can take it into the shade, hook her up, and not worry about the phone overheating. So I brought this game camera up as well, even though I don't have anywhere to mount it. I've got my tripod, so why let a few nights go to waste of possible animal activity? And I would really like to put it right next to this little area, because it seems like animals should be able to just lick out of that pipe pretty easily and get some water. This looks like a pretty good angle. Very easy to get knocked over there, but I think it's totally worth the experiment. Man, the last stretch of work that we did a few weeks ago at this point, my big toe went numb. I don't know if you've ever had that happen from having the wrong size boots or just whatever the reason is. I think that's the reason. Terrible. It's like still numb, but it's coming back little by little. So I'm wearing my nice Red Wings boots now instead of my whatever random Timberland Pro boots that I liked and were comfortable, but these ones are less comfortable, but I've never had my toe fall asleep after a hard day of labor. It's so weird too, because it didn't fall asleep as in a tingle. It was more like a nerve deadening where I was in the shower the next day and I'm like, something feels weird here. And my toe was numb. Did some internet research though, should come back within a month. So in a couple weeks, hopefully I'll have full feeling. Wow, we're already in the shade and it's okay, but maybe actually I think the sun is gonna pop back out here for a few more hours, so I'm not too worried yet. Okay, the card is back in the camera, and you know what? I wanna get greedy. I want this thing to record 24/7. Let's see what we can find. Because there's just a couple things that are starting to happen right at daybreak, and then the camera turns off. We had some pheasants running through here. That's so cool. You don't wanna miss a thing. Hiking back to the shred quarters now, and I found a couple fun little areas. Look at this. Weird, all these trees bent over, probably from the snow load. And a lot of little spindly ones that are really tall, but just not getting enough water or sun to get thick. I was afraid that these would all be vlogs and we wouldn't get an extended cut for you guys on Patreon. But I think we've got so much cool stuff going on that we can keep it really loose for the extended cut, but then for the regular YouTube cut, we keep it nice and tight and everybody wins. So if you want longer videos, they're over on Patreon. Okay, so I had my phone attached to this for a little while and it's already kind of getting sucked dry. This is not a great battery. So I wonder, this is a great battery. This is like an Anchor power supply. I plug this into this, it's still solar charging, but maybe the limited battery, it'll overflow and I get a real charge out of this because I can charge my phone up a bunch of times using this bad boy. This, not so much. But the panels are useful and hopefully that power can actually get to a good power bank versus a kind of a half-ass one. And then Aaron's here is overheated. Like it's too hot to even charge. It won't charge his phone right now. Yeah, it's not. Scorching. We thought we were doing something good, but our first journey into the solar system. We're gonna be doing a lot more solar stuff, I'm sure. So Aaron got the map laminated so we could actually like draw on it a little bit with dry erase and kind of pick out, okay, let's put something here, let's do this here. I love it. The battle plan.
Oops, there must still be something under there. So I think the road already kind of comes up to this point, and we could just follow like this. We hiked it, and this is actually not too bad. So we could get all the way up into this area. This is on like the Death Gulch right there. So we don't want to get too close to that. But then we could then have second phase right here. Boom. We want to probably get that cut in
Before the winter.
Before winter. Kind of gives us a little fire road.
Yes.
And an access so we could start building trails and whatnot over there.
Yeah.
It's just hiking over here. I mean, we've only messed with these like 2 ridges. And that's a ton of hiking and work.
Always things to do on the to-do list. And just as I say that, I found a couple more to-dos. Woo, timber! One thing down, a million to go. I wasn't even planning on being here. This was a perfect little whirlwind of 2 days. In a couple weeks, I'll be actually able to get out here a little more full time. It's gonna be a hoot. If you keep watching, we'll keep building.